Bootleg podcasts, made for everyone, by anyone. You are listening to The Rating is Right, a game show podcast based around the films you love and their ratings. Think the price is right, with a lower budget, less Bruce, and no prizes. Introducing your host, Ian Crow.
It's the rating. It's the rating. Rating. It's the rating. It's the rating.
Hello and welcome to our fourth episode of The Rating is Right. So before I introduce my co-host, let's just explain how this is going to work. So quite simply, my co-host will be guessing the ratings of a series of films, including whether they are higher or lower than the previous one. They'll be getting 1 point for a correct guess of higher or lower, an additional point for whoever is closest, and a whopping 3 points for anyone lucky enough to guess the rating bang on. The current winner will guess first each round to give the other contestant an advantage and a chance to catch up. The winner at the end of the episode will have the honour and privilege of giving a recommendation of a film that takes their fancy. Now that's sorted, let's meet my co-host. He is the current loser for the podcast. It's George.
Oh, hello. I'm hanging my head in shame, but ready to come back.
I feel like I need to get that in there just because you have been riding high towards the start of our podcast.
You just want
series.
you just love any opportunity to put me down in the shit. I know you.
But it basically, yeah, that's just basically what I want to do. And we've also got Tech Genius with us, Owen Cox.
The previous episode's winner who just pummeled George into oblivion.
So just to clarify for people, you can believe it or not if Owen is actually a tech genius, but he's still been asking where and what the record button is for 4 episodes in. So I'll leave that up to you whether you feel like he's a tech genius or not. So Owen is the current champion at the moment with the 1 win, and George has the 2 wins. So we're going to episode 4. So this time, in our 4th episode, we will be guessing the ratings of films directed by one of the greatest filmmakers of our generation.
Is it Ridley Scott?
It's Quentin Tarantino.
Oh!
Yeah, so I thought Quentin Tarantino. And I will show you boys later, but I've actually managed to actually get my Django Unchained original cinema poster up and framed. It's in my room.
Oh.
So I will show you that at the end to you guys. So it's the original one. So I've actually had that for 9 years. So I was 2013 that came up.
Very cool.
So how are you boys feeling around trying to guess the ratings of Quentin Tarantino movies?
I think this will be an interesting one. There's actually some Tarantino films I haven't seen, but I know they're all pretty good. So this will be a first. Some consistently high ratings, I reckon.
I guess over the films we'll find out which ones you haven't actually watched.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I've got a real funny feeling in my feet. I'm tapping away. I'm just,
He's all excited. Look at his dumb little face.
I feel like there was more to what Owen was about to say then.
I might take my socks off for this one.
Oh, there we go.
Have you got like pins and needles? Do we need to call an ambulance for you, Owen? Or should we be concerned? Right, so shall we get started?
Yes.
So how it starts is we're going to start with the first film, and I just want you guys to try and guess the score for the first one to get us started. So the first one in his filmography is Reservoir Dogs.
Sorry? Say that again?
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir?
Reservoir.
You mean reservoir?
Reservoir, yeah.
What?
Reservoir.
You said reservoir.
No?
Oh, come on. Ian, you need to step up your hosterial duties here. You can't even pronounce the titles of the films.
I'll go with R Dogs because that's just, it sounds cooler. I've always said reservoir. Reservoir? No?
Reservoir. It's French.
Reservoir?
Yeah.
You sounded French then.
I really want to. Do you know what? I'm going to search how to say reservoir right now. I'm going to play this. Reservoir. Oh shit! I've been saying it all these years. Reservoir. Okay, right now this sounds like a really French movie. So Owen, you are the current champion at the moment, so you get to go first. Reservoir Dogs. What do you think the rating is from 0 to 100?
I think Reservoir Dogs slapped from the get-go. I think it landed like a bomb, didn't it? It was a huge success. It launched the careers of many of the actors involved. Personal favourite of mine. I'm going to go straight in. Not going to waste any time in beating George again this week. And I'm going to say 85.
85. Okay, that's high. I feel like George has already got his thinking hat on here.
Yeah.
And he's already in a bit of a dilemma.
I am in a bit of a dilemma, mainly because I haven't seen this film.
Oh, right, okay, so this is one of the ones you haven't actually
This is
watched,
one of the ones I have not seen.
Right, okay.
But if it's the one that I'm thinking of, is this like Mr. whatever his face is and stuff?
Mr. White, Mr. Black,
Yeah,
Mr.
like the
Pink.
colours.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So I know it from pop culture, but I don't know it from the film itself.
It's a very eerie film.
Eerie?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That'll make sense to people who have seen it.
Eerie?
There's a scene with an ear where he cuts his ear off.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said it's eerie.
Oh.
I was like, is it?
He was just making an awful joke.
It was a play on words.
It just wasn't a good one. I am assuming that this is a well-received film in terms of critics. Owen went with 85.
Yep.
He clearly liked it, but he's a simpleton, so that doesn't mean the critics agree with him. However, I think it's pretty high. I'm going to go for a cheeky 83.
Ooh, okay,
I'm going to go slightly
so
lower than Owen.
Slightly lower, and you have gone the right way by going slightly lower. It's on 79, so George, you take the early lead.
Hey!
You get the 2 points as you are the closest, so you are now in the lead. So are you actually going to watch this film now we have kind of slightly discussed it? Because we can't discuss it too much because I don't want to say too much about giving a lot away, how good it is. But is this the only one you've not watched?
No, there's quite there's a few. I think unless I'm wildly forgetting things. But as we go through the list, I'm sure I'll be like, oh no, I have actually seen that.
Have you seen The Usual Suspects?
No, that's
a great film.
See, in my head, those two are like the same film. I don't know.
They're
why.
very much different, but I get why you would say that.
Usual
Yeah.
Suspects is like the lineup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Del Toro,
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey.
What does he say? Put your hands up, you fucking cocksucker.
It's got one of the greatest and best twists in cinema history. Usual Suspects as well. With Reservoir Dogs, I'm going to say it. I'm going to really, really go for that French sounding now. It only took $3 million for a 1.2 to 3 million budget, so it wasn't necessarily a kind of like commercial success at the time. It really kind of gained a lot of kind of a big cult following after the success of Pulp Fiction. So it did take a little while for it to really, really pick up and show that it could be a successful movie. Talking of Pulp Fiction, that is the next film on the list. So George, you are leading. So you get to go first. So Pulp Fiction, is that higher or lower than Reservoir Dogs? On 79.
You did it again.
I still feel you're saying Reservoir. Yeah.
He's doing
Do you
it
know
on
what?
purpose.
It's like 30 years of saying it, basically. It's going to take a lot of conditioning and work to get that out. Thankfully, we're moving on from it now, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm surprised you can say the word fiction correctly. So
I'm going to be quiet for the rest of this.
Yeah. It's a shame you're hosting. Pulp Fiction. I have seen, not for a long, long time. I saw it when I was too young, but I remember really enjoying it. I know that everybody seems to really enjoy it. Samuel L. Jackson's amazing in it. So I'm going to say that this is definitely higher, and I'm going to go to 84.
84. So slightly higher on the previous film, 79.
Yeah, I think so.
Owen, I'm guessing
Hello.
you have watched Pulp Fiction. Do you feel like... I feel like you're the kind of person who doesn't kind of believe in the hype of how great Pulp Fiction is. Do you believe the hype on it being one of the greatest movies of all time?
I think you've pegged me wrong again, Ian. I think you always get me wrong. I had the poster of Uma Thurman laying on the bed with the magazine and the Magnum on my bedroom wall, actually.
Next to your Batman and Robin post, because that's your favourite Batman movie,
Yep,
isn't it?
with bat nips.
So you're a fan of Pulp Fiction, and you believe the hype. You think it's one of the best movies of all time.
I do believe the hype, but I did watch it when I was about 13 and I just didn't get it. I was like, what is this film with just lots of dialogue and not a lot of action? And I thought it was garbage. And then I watched it again as an adult and I really enjoyed it. What more can you say?
That gives a very different look into our lives, because we watched it like when we were roughly the same age. And I was like, I enjoyed it. And you're like, no, it's so boring.
I would say I'm probably with Owen. I think I watched it when I was probably around that age, and I kind of didn't really get it. Only until kind of watched it when I was maybe like 17. I was like, wow, this is a great film.
Heathens and
I've always wanted to have a big Kahuna burger as well.
Oh, it sounds great, doesn't it?
It does sound great. What do you think was in the briefcase?
Do you know what? I don't know, but a lot of people say it was something to do with Elvis. It was some kind of like Elvis reference of some kind.
I think it's like a Pandora's box. Those who desire what's within it have a fast demise, because John Travolta's character has a fast demise. What's the guy called who hires them to do the job?
Wallace.
He has a fast demise. Bruce Willis's character has a fast demise, and the only one he seems to have like a redemption arc is Samuel L. Jackson, Jules Winfield. I had the Pulp Fiction wallet for years, actually, with Bad Motherfucker on the front of it.
That's always a dream to have that kind of wallet, but one day maybe.
Yeah.
That was probably the most intelligent theory I've ever heard Owen talk about. That's definitely just read off the internet.
No,
there's no way that's inside his head.
I've had 2 coffees. I'm in a heightened state of consciousness.
He's gone from Sleepy Joe to some kind of movie trivia god. It's insane.
What's the rules on having the same score again?
You can't
if
have
it's
the
not
same
higher
score.
or lower. Why not?
No, it could be one or the other, because otherwise, if you just keep picking the same, you'll just draw.
You guys are such sticklers for the rules. Well,
just be good at the quiz.
What about if I go 85.5?
Well, you can't do 85.5 because there's no halves.
There's no rules. You've never established rules and halves.
I went 84, so you can go 85.
I went 85 in the last round.
Oh, you can go the same for you.
Oh, can I?
Do 85 again if you want to.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's a misunderstanding. Okay, 85. So neither higher nor lower.
So he's gone. No, because you're saying higher. Right, so we had a really intelligent comment, and now he's gone right back down to dumb shit. It's higher or lower than the previous film, which was Reservoir Dogs on 79.
Oh, I thought it was higher or lower than my previous guess.
No.
Have you been playing this game wrong this whole time?
Well, I won the last one, so I can't be that bad. I'm saying 85 again.
Okay, so you feel like it's higher?
I feel like it's higher.
Okay, all right. So Owen is the closest with that one. It's actually rated.
You can suck on that, George.
Pulp Fiction. It's rated 94.
Wow.
So it's very, very high. Pulp Fiction, mainly because it is deemed to be a modern masterpiece. and was a massive commercial success. Just a quick guess: how many times do you think they say the word "fuck" in the film?
I'm going to go straight in with 69.
Way more than that.
Yeah, way more than that.
Wait. Before George guesses, can we establish whether or not there's bonus points being dished out for this?
No, this is a bit of fun. This because also Tarantino is known for using profanity quite a lot in his films.
I'm going to go for 502.
Oh, that's quite a lot. I mean, it's in the middle. 265 times the word "fuck" is used. It's quite a lot. Not the record. And talking about the bad motherfucker wallet, it does belong to Quentin Tarantino. He still has the original wallet from the film. So a bit of trivia there for you guys.
He's such a weird guy.
He is very strange.
He's very passionate about films. If you listen to his podcasts that he does with Roger Avery,
the number of times you mentioned that podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to be a guest on there, guys. You know, they can just completely show me up with all these films that I've no idea they're talking about.
Can I ask a question?
It depends. If it means if you're going to ask me to go to the toilet, that's no.
Yeah.
I should have went at lunchtime. You finish your conversation about your podcast, and then I'll chime in with what I've got to say because I interrupted.
I know I was done.
I think he's done now. Yeah.
Well, I thought we were plugging another podcast.
Well, I don't think Quentin Tarantino will be listening to our podcast, but if he is, he's very welcome to come on and.
We could tell him there's feet involved. He might give it a chance.
So, moving on from Pulp Fiction, you're both drawing currently with 2 points each. The next film on the list is Jackie Brown. Now, is that higher or lower than Pulp Fiction on 94? We'll keep it consistent with George, even though you're both drawing at the moment. George, you will continue to go first for this one. Yeah. Is this one that you've seen or not?
No, and I'll be honest.
No.
I have not. I couldn't tell you what this film is about, who's in it, or anything like that. So, if you could give me a little breakdown.
I'll tell you. Right, Jackie Brown. It's very much inspired by kind of like black exploitation films from the 70s. So it stars Pam Grier, who was a massive, massive star in the 70s in black exploitation movies. And she plays a air hostess who kind of gets caught smuggling in loads of drugs and money from one country into the United States. And then the FBI, which consists of Michael Keaton, wants to work with her to try to bring down some kind of big people in the United States. So it's kind of like a crime kind of movie, but Samuel Jackson's in it. He's brilliant. Robert De Niro. So it's got a great cast. It's a very long film.
I was going to say, how long is it and when did it come out?
It's about 2 hours 40, and I believe it's 96 that Jackie Brown came out. So it's a couple of years after Pulp Fiction. But it's got a fantastic cast, really, really good. Kind of slow burner, but really, really good. There's some classic Tarantino scenes as well in there as well. So I've plugged Jackie Brown for you. I don't know if that'll help at all with your rating guess for Jackie Brown, but
I know from what you've said, it's a good film. So
I wouldn't trust Ian's judgment.
Well, yeah, to be fair. But yeah,
it's 97. Sorry, 97.
It's definitely lower than Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
I feel like I would have known more about the plot and everything if it was as good as like one of the modern classics. So I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go a fair bit lower, and I'm going to go down to 82.
82. Okay, so not completely a lot. It's not a lot lower, but still quite high. So
yeah, still a good film, but lower than like comparatively worse.
Right. Okay. Right. That's fair enough. Owen, I'm guessing you've watched all of Tarantino movies, so I'm not going to have to ask you every time whether you've watched the film or not. Is that right?
I have seen Jackie Brown. Yes, I've seen them all.
what are your thoughts on Jackie Brown? So I feel like every person I speak to who has seen Jackie Brown always says it's kind of the weakest or the one of the weaker kind of Tarantino movies, or one that kind of gets forgotten a little bit. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I would agree with that. But I do think it's a good film. I just think to follow up from Pulp Fiction is a huge task. To follow such an iconic film, and even for its time, it was iconic when it came out. Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I do like Jackie Brown. I think it's a good film. I don't think it's got tons of rewatchability though, as if like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, you can just watch them over and over again, like throughout your life, and still get the same level of enjoyment. But Jackie Brown's a bit more of a slog, but it has a very good soundtrack. Do you know Strawberry Letter 23 when he puts Chris Tucker in the boot?
Yep.
In that scene, and Bobby Womack across 110th Street.
That's it. Well, I'd say that's
110th
probably
Street.
one of my favourite movie openings, actually.
Yeah. Is it Robert De Niro's in Jackie Brown, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
plays
yeah,
the guy who's just been released from prison for armed robbery, I believe.
Yeah. Doesn't he get shot in the face?
Spoilers.
I was about to say spoilers for George, who we currently can't see at the moment.
I'm trying to help my bad internet out by turning off my camera.
Oh, right, okay.
Also, I'm just Googling all the answers.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm sorry, Ian, but I'm demanding that we stop the podcast until I can see George's hands.
There we go. He's back. Oh, actually, turn it off. But Robert De Niro is very much a bit of kind of a stoner in this movie. It's kind of like smoking from a bong quite a lot, and it's just kind of like a bit of a. He's obviously come out of prison for, I believe it's for robbery.
They're arms dealers, right? Aren't they trying to sell like oozes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I believe so. But he's a bit useless.
Yeah,
so he's quite comedic in this. I think it's probably one of the earlier kind of Robert De Niro movies as well. Like his comedic time is quite good at times, without it being kind of blatantly obvious. It's kind of a comedic turn at times, but I would agree it's not as kind of rewatchable as other Tarantino movies. It's still a really good watch though. It's one that you watch and forget that it's really good, but doesn't kind of match up quite as well as his other pieces of work.
I think it would be better regarded if it didn't have Tarantino's name attached to it. Because the threshold for his films is so high that Jackie Brown doesn't quite hit the heights of his other films. It was almost forgotten about and thrown to the wayside. Is this the film? Am I right in saying, is this the first film where there's some kind of weird foot stuff?
Was there not feet in
Pulp Fiction?
I was going to say there's feet in Pulp Fiction. Isn't there?
Is there? Can we get a foot check?
I'm gonna do a little Google because I think there is.
Have a look on Footopedia.
Is that a thing, Owen?
I don't know. You'll have to ask people with strange fetishes. Not to kink shame, but
I believe there might be a scene actually.
They talk about a foot massage.
Yeah, and then he went full on foot mad and Jackie Brown.
I guess you could say at the time it probably wasn't a thing that was very much accepted, being into feet. So we've got to give it props for representation.
Are you trying to say something, Owen? Are you trying to say that you're a massive foot fan?
No. I just feel like Tarantino and feet are so synonymous with one another that we cannot just avoid it throughout the whole episode.
It was going to come up at some point. I was waiting for it. We've done quite well to get to the third movie.
I mean, it was literally the first joke that Owen made when you said it was Tarantino movies. He was tapping his feet. So.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that. That clearly goes to show I'm not still with it. So I think I've still definitely got COVID brain in some way. So
good excuse.
Yeah, it's a good excuse. So Owen, you're going to give us your rating for Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown. My rating is going to be 74, and it's not a percentage. Ooh. It's just a 74. No percent.
Okay. So you're both right with being lower. Owen is the closest.
Oh, damn.
It's actually on 64.
Oh, what?
So
that's
quite
really
a
low.
jump. Quite a jump down.
You said it was a good film. I trusted you.
I did say it's a good film. And but it just on the Metascore, it doesn't seem to work out that way. But I will give you some excerpts from some reviews. So you've got some other opinions as well, George.
Oh, yes, please.
Michael Wilmington from Chicago Tribune says a twisty comedy of betrayal and greed. There you go. Jay Carr from the Boston Globe. Surprisingly, Tarantino displays less confidence assembling it than he did in his earlier film. At more than 2 hours, it's simply too long, or at least it seems so. So, like I said, people feel like it's a little bit too long, but there are people out there who do love Jackie Brown. But with that, Owen, you got the 2 points. George, you got the 1. So Owen takes the lead with 4 points, and George is on 3.
Close, though.
Owen will be. It is very, very close.
Not used to this.
No, well, we're getting into our 4th movie now, which is Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh, hold on. Hold your horses. Where's Dusk Till Dawn? This was the question I was going to ask earlier.
It's not a directed, it's written.
Oh, Ian, no.
It's directed by Robert
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. I am doing Quentin Tarantino directed movies. There's no True Romance, there's no Natural Born Killers, there's no Dusk Till Dawn.
So we won't be addressing the Selma Hayek scene from Dusk Till Dawn.
We won't, but I mean, if you really want to talk about it, and I'll be very, very happy to talk about that.
Oh, I will just have a look at that outside of the podcast.
in your own time research, Owen.
Yeah.
We'll leave that to you just to do by yourself tonight. So no, we won't be doing that because it's not directed by Tarantino. Unfortunately, it's directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Ian and his technicalities. God,
it's not really a technicality. I'm just saying it's just not directed by Quentin Tarantino. So it is Kill Bill Volume 1 as the next film. So you get to go first, Owen. So last film was Jackie Brown 64. Kill Bill Volume 1, higher or lower?
Am I right in saying I'm currently on top and George is on bottom?
That's how I like it.
I'm not quite. I was about to say is that I think that might be the way how that would go. I'm going to see it to believe it, though.
I wouldn't even consider George a power bottom. Kill Bill Volume 1.
Kill Bill Volume 1, yeah.
Kill Bill Volume 1 is another one that I watched as a teenager and didn't appreciate until I got older. I feel like there's a theme with Tarantino films that it's almost like, not to sound pretentious, but you have to be at like a maturer level to appreciate the greatness. Is that a fair comment? Or is that just me being
definitely.
stupid?
I feel like Kill Bill Volume 1 was always kind of a little bit average when I watched it when I was younger. And I think it only took me maybe the last 4 or 5 years to rewatching it and thinking, this is actually really strong. I really, really dig this film. It's so much fun. I think it's very clever. And Uma Thurman's great.
Oh yeah, she is great.
Hang on,
She does anyway, but she's
do you not
amazing.
think this is like an easy buy-in to Tarantino?
What do you mean?
I've always thought like Kill Bill's like a really easy way in. Like it doesn't require a lot of thought.
Yeah, I suppose
like
it's a lot more
others.
straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's basically nearly an hour shorter than Jackie Brown. Bear in mind though that he wanted both films to be one. But Mr. Weinstein didn't he didn't think it could be marketed as a full kind of like 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
So it got cut into 2. So hence why it's an hour and 50. So
can I just make a point, Ian?
Yes.
Hence and why both mean why. There's no need to say both of them.
I've just been corrected by Owen. I feel like I should just give up.
Yeah, just delete the recording. It's fine. I won't tell anyone it happened.
This has been a lost episode and a lost podcast.
Yeah.
I'm never coming back.
But in terms of kind of it being a more like kind of simplistic film, there's that theory, isn't there, that Kill Bill is a film that would be released in like the Pulp Fiction universe.
Yeah, because of the 5-star Fox 5, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Unless
because so like, isn't it purposefully more simplistic as well? Whether that's like the real theory or not, but it's supposed to be a bit more like I guess grindhousey.
Ian's going to know where she speaks to John Travolta, Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction and describes the TV show that she was part of. It's loosely based around that, isn't it, Ian, right? Hit him with the trivia, Ian.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, that is right. That is right. But talking about the kind of Tarantino universe, though, there is... I mean, all his films kind of have some kind of hint here and there between one movie and another and another and another, but not completely obvious.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's a scene in Kill Bill Volume 1 or 2 with the grave digging scene. I'm pretty sure that's Volume 2. And there's a name on one of the gravestones, and I think it's a character that is related to Christoph Waltz's character in Django Unchained. So there's always some kind of like connection. But Kill Bill, it does still have that kind of grindhouse vibe. I do agree with you, George, with that, because it's kind of like Kung Fu's kind of martial arts, and he loves those kind of movies. So it's also a throwback towards that time of movie making. But personally for me, the fight scene in like the club where she fights the Crazy 88 is one of the most insane scenes in the whole film. Personally, I think that's one of my favourite scenes.
Yeah.
Do they not use the same... They smoke the same cigarettes in every Tarantino film, right? Isn't it the apple cigarettes? Is it an apple on the packaging?
I'm not too sure.
I know that's a thing.
So.
They didn't want to do product placement when it came to tobacco or cigarettes, so they used the same brand of, like, obviously fictional cigarettes throughout every single film that he made. There's a few little nuances like that.
It's very, very moral from a man who loves the N-word.
But he can get away with it because Samuel Jackson says it's okay. So, you know, it's okay.
He's been given his pass.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So it's all good. So
whose turn is it, by the way? We've got really
it's
off
Owen.
track.
Owen went off tangent a little bit. It is Owen's. Owen's guess.
Some trivia for the listeners. Red Apple Cigarettes is a fictional brand in the Tarantino universe. According to details, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the tobacco company was founded in 1862. Would you like my score, Ian, or would you like me to just continue with whatever this is?
That would be fantastic if I could get your score.
Right, Kill Bill score. Kill Bill score. Kill Bill, right. Oh, what was my previous guess? It was 74, right?
Your previous guess doesn't matter.
So you're going by what Jackie Brown was on 64.
64, yeah, okay, 64.
So whether it's higher or lower than that? Yeah.
Well, it's higher. It's higher.
You think it's higher?
How did he beat me last week? How did this happen?
George, I'm going to beat you again this week.
It's like Owen's taken some kind of drug today, and he's just completely off it. Like more so than usual, because you probably now know. On the 4th episode, listen to us. Hopefully, you have listened to all our other previous episodes, which are all available on Spotify
and Google Podcasts now.
And Google Podcasts. Owen is normally fairly slow, but today, I mean, it's like a different level.
Yeah.
Right, Kill Bill score. I'm not. Like, no more faffing around, okay?
You just went.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna say 79. Okay, done. No more. 79. George, what is your score?
I think Owen's gone too high.
Ooh.
I think it's definitely higher. I don't think it's that high. I think the whole more simplistic take on it, I think might rub people the wrong way. They're expecting something from Tarantino to be maybe a bit more thinky. So I'm going to go 70. I'm going to go 77.
You're saying it wasn't racist enough for you, George?
So you went 77. So remind me again, what did you go for?
I went for 79.
Oh, okay, so slightly lower. So you are both right with being higher. George is the closest this time round. It's actually on 69.
Oh.
I was hoping someone would say 69. Nice.
We're not childish, Ian, so we wouldn't have gone for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should I reference the previous 3 episodes where 69 has been brought up at least once? I'd say definitely at least twice, maybe. But with the score in there, that has made things a little bit more juicy. You're both tied again on 5-all.
Beautiful.
So Kill Bill Volume 1, obviously quite popular. A lot of people had a lot of issues with it being very violent. I mean, do they not see the previous Tarantino movies? A lot of people say it's kind of very visually striking, probably one of his best kind of shot films to date. Or what does someone say? Even more gory and adolescent than its models, which explains both the fun and unpleasantness of this globe-trotting romp by Jonathan Rosenbaum from the Chicago Reader. He looks like a really old woman in his picture. I thought it was just like someone's random grand in a picture. That was really strange. But do you guys know? Obviously, the bride wears a yellow kind of jumpsuit in the film. Do you know where that inspiration for that outfit would have come from?
It become from Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon.
You're half right. It's from Bruce Lee, but it's actually from his final film, Game of Death, in 1978.
I said that with such confidence.
I mean, yeah, slightly. Yeah, I mean, I love that you came out straight away with Bruce Lee. You could have just stopped there, and I'd be like, wow, that's impressive. But yeah, he's a big martial arts fan. He loves Bruce Lee. He knows everything about Bruce Lee, as we will probably find out a little bit later with one of the later films. So, George, you will get to go first again. So it's Kill Bill Volume 2. Compared to the last one, was on 69. Is that higher or lower? But first of all, which is the better movie in your opinion?
I prefer Volume 1. I don't think I've seen Volume 2 recently at all. I can't even remember the last time I watched it. No. I think I've only seen it once.
That was really inspiring, George.
I know. It's so entertaining for the listeners.
It's just been so long.
Yeah, I think I don't know. There must be something. I can't tell you why, but there must be something about the first one that I prefer to the second one.
I think it's the pressure, Ian. I think George is starting to feel the pressure again. He's really.
Yeah, it's getting to me.
We're basically at the halfway point nearly. So, basically there. So I think he's feeling like no one's got a spot on yet. No one's got the 3 points. You kind of go from one to the other. I remember Kill Bill Volume 2 quite well, and I would say I think the first one is better, in my opinion, mainly because it's a lot more. If you're looking for a more punchy movie out of the two, Volume 1's a lot more punchy. It's a lot more fast paced. Volume 2 has a big gap of flashbacks of her training, and of bits where it doesn't kind of things don't really seem to happen for a while, and it is longer too. But it has
a bit more dull.
Yeah, but it definitely has a really good ending and a good payoff at the end.
And for Tarantino films, there's a distinct lack of racism, which is a positive.
A lot of sexism and sexual assault in Kill Bill movies, so maybe just swapped out the racism for sexual assault and
you can't have too many problematic things in there, otherwise it would just send everybody off.
God forbid.
He didn't want the trident. He didn't want the big three. Racism, sexism, and what's the third one?
Homophobia.
Homophobia. Okay.
Yeah.
That's got to be the big three.
We'll go with that.
Big three. There weren't any others that we discussed and have now edited out.
There was nothing. There was nothing that's on the cutting room floor to cancel us all.
So, George, you were going to give me your race because you don't remember the film all too well, so you can't really give me any kind of opinion.
It's not that I don't really remember it all that well. It's just it doesn't stick. Like when I think of it, I'm not like, oh, great fond memories or anything like that. It's just like
okay.
Like I said, I think it's just more dull. And the age that I was watching it, I would have been like, I want more constant go. Anyway, I think it's gonna be. Oh, but the first one was rated pretty low.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's lower, but I think that everybody else might. Oh no, the pressure has got to me.
He's bucking a little bit here, isn't he?
I am. Okay, no, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to say that everybody else said it was lower as well. I'm going to go down to 68.
So just slightly lower than
slightly lower.
One. Right. Okay.
I'm being diplomatic.
Okay. Owen, it's a big opportunity here at the halfway point. Do you agree with George that it's lower, or do you think that it's actually higher?
Oh, I don't recall a lot of Kill Bill 2. I kind of see them as interchangeable. I don't remember scenes from which one is which. I think it
Volume
might be.
2 is the whole the training, the black and white training with the
Okay.
Chinese kung fu guy. There's a lot of that.
Is Michael Madsen in both of them? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in flashbacks in the first one, and then I think he's at the end of the first one where I think they mention to him that she's on her way, and they have their 1-to-1 in Volume 2. Along with Dal Hannos, who's the character with the eye patch.
Yeah. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to say that as a sequel, it was probably better because he probably listened to the critiques of the first one and tailored it to be more critically responsive. Not critically responsive. I'm guessing that Tarantino is quite
stubborn.
I would say stubborn, but I would say that he had the reaction from the first film that maybe certain things weren't right, and then he would have took that on board and made it tenfold for the second one. I don't really know where I'm going with this point, so I'm just going to say
that makes sense.
What does that make sense?
Yeah, like taking on feedback and criticism, like he had the opportunity to make certain tweaks and push it in a slightly maybe different direction.
Yeah. I'm going to say 74 higher.
Higher. Okay, so one of you is incorrect. Clearly, Owen, you are the one who's correct.
Oh no!
It's rated a lot higher actually. 83.
So I was right in my
it's the second
analysis.
Second highest rated so far. So that means Owen gets 2 points, Georgie gets 0. So Owen takes the lead 7-5 at the halfway point. So Kill Bill Volume 2, David Carradine, who plays Bill, so I believe it's one of his last movies. He died not long after in a very, very weird way. I think he was in Thailand, some Asian country, and he was found, he was strangled in some kind of sex act. So
himself?
I think it was almost like with a group of women.
At least he was complicit.
Maybe not. Yeah, it was never seen as foul play. I think it was a poor accident.
He died doing what he loved.
Yeah,
he died.
Being strangled by Thai teenagers, probably.
Yeah, well, they eventually killed Bill. So,
Nice.
So let's move on to the next film on the list. Is part of the Grindhouse double feature, which is the one that's directed by Quentin Tarantino, which is Death Proof, starring Kurt Russell as stuntman Mike. So before we do go any further, have you both watched this one? No? George,
I haven't
no?
seen this. I've seen Planet Terror's the other on the
Planet
double feature,
Terror's,
isn't it?
that's the Robert Rodriguez one.
Yeah. I've seen Planet Terror, I just never got to the other side of the double feature.
Right. I that's quite a common thing when I speak to a lot of people. They always go, I've never heard of Death Proof. Or, no, I've not seen that.
I've never heard of it either. Prime example.
So, just to let you guys know what it is about, it's very good. It's part of the Grindhouse feature that Tarantino and Rodriguez did. And this one's based on Kurt Russell's character, is called Stuntman Mike. And what he basically does is he goes to bars, has a few drinks, picks up a woman, takes them into his car.
Oh, I like that. This is
basically locks the doors, and then he drives at a very, very fast pace, crashes his car to kill the woman. But the trick is that his car and his seat in that whole car is death proof. So he uses the car from the movies to do his stunts. So he picks up women, drives them with no seatbelt, nothing, crashes the car. He's safe, women are not. But as the film goes on, after that kind of first incident, he tries to kind of scare off a bunch of women, but they start to kind of take back and trying to get some revenge against him. So it's kind of a revenge movie as well. And Kurt Russell is brilliant as Stuntman Mike. So it's one that you should definitely watch.
Am I first?
You are first.
We just go straight in with the rating.
Honestly, I think that sounds like absolute shit. And I don't trust Ian's taste in films, as has been pointed out in previous episodes. Not always, we do agree sometimes. But a lot of the time I think Ian is wrong and he looks at things through a critical gaze and not an objective gaze. I'm going to say this film's absolute shite. I'm going to go straight in with 57%.
Percent is back.
And lock that one in as well. Lock it in.
You're locking in. So just to confirm, you're locking in at what? Sorry, Owen?
57%.
57%. Okay. So you've gone lower. Okay, George. Going by what the film's about, what do you think the score could be for this one?
I think Owen's kind of got the right idea, not from like you're looking at it in terms of a critical eye and fans and blah blah blah, because it is a grindhouse picture. I think it's supposed to be that way,
A bit like, rough around the edges.
Yeah, exactly. Like Planet Terror is so fantastic because of how rough around the edges it is, and a lot of it is kind of like uncomfortable sort of, but it's really enjoyable for that. Whether critics kind of like that or not is another matter. If he's gone in at 57, I think I just need to slightly edge him out. So I'm going to go lower, because obviously it is going to be lower. But I'm going to go for a solid 60.
Coward.
Okay, so you've gone slightly higher than
Slightly
Owen.
Higher than Owen. I think I just want to block him out.
Well, I can say that you did the right thing by going slightly higher than Owen, so you are the closest with that. So you have now got the 2 points. You're now on 7, Owen's on 8.
Fantastic.
Rated higher than what you both think. It's actually on 77. So far rated higher than Kill Bill Volume 1 and Jackie Brown. So
out of interest,
yes.
What's Planet Terror rated?
Oh, let's have a look.
Give it a googs.
Let's have a little look. I think maybe Planet Terror was lower.
I would imagine it's lower because it is a very like kind of campy, crappy, but thoroughly enjoyable film.
It is rated 77. So I don't know whether they.
Do they both get rated at the same because it's in the feature?
Yeah, so I believe that in America they were released together as part of the whole Grindhouse kind of
makes sense
double feature, but I don't think that was the case here in the UK. I think there was a kind of a small gap between Planet Terror and Death Proof, so they weren't released. But so they also kind of got the same score because they're technically part of the same product, I suppose.
I imagine Death Proof has dragged Planet Terror up, not the other way around.
Yeah. But some interesting kind of trivia on it. You haven't seen it, but they've obviously gone through the whole Grindhouse feature, which, if you don't know what Grindhouse movies are, they're kind of movies back in the day where they were kind of passed around from cinema to cinema, cinema to cinema, and they kind of achieved that kind of dirty kind of look. And after a while, it kind of looked kind of very B grade, C grade. And the films themselves were physically scratched on purpose to kind of achieve that kind of dirty, scratch look. So they've kind of made it look like it's a film from its time as well. But one of the really cool things about Death Proof is Zoe Bell, who's in the film, does all of her own stunts. And there's a really, really incredible stunt she does on the front of a car during a really high car chase scene, which is just mind-blowing how she does it. But she, a lot of the time, is Uma Thurman's stunt double in a lot of the movies. And she does kind of pop up in other Tarantino movies. Very famous stuntwoman from Australia. Cool. So, quick recap of the scores. It has changed. Owen's still in the lead with 8, but George is on 7, so still very, very close. So, Owen, you'll get to go first again.
All to play for.
Next film on the list is Inglourious Bastards.
Oh my word,
now, is
what
that
a film.
Higher or lower than Death Proof on 77?
I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is Tarantino's best film. I said it.
I would probably agree with you. There, definitely at least in his top 3 for sure. But it gets better and better every single time I see it.
This film
is
absolutely stupendous, Ian.
Are you Chris Eubank?
Right, let's have some parliamentary procedure here because
right, okay.
This film is as close to a masterpiece as you can get.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not even going to elaborate further because if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Go and watch it. Do you know what? If you haven't seen it, don't go and watch it because you should have seen it by now. Shame on you. You don't deserve it. This film, I'm saying 89%. For me, it's 100%, but I'm saying 89%.
89. Okay.
You think that's low, George?
I think that's low. Yeah, sorry,
No,
I didn't butt in.
no.
That's just in my brain. But
I'm not falling for George's mind games. I'm saying 89. I'm saying 89%. There'll be people out there that didn't like it, weirdos. Ian's friends who review films.
As far as I know, everyone I know loves Inglourious Basterds. I've never met a single person who doesn't like it. And
no, me neither.
Ruby is very, very strict with her ratings when we watch films. And she really liked Inglourious Basterds.
All right, okay, you've convinced me. I'm saying 91. 91, I've changed it.
Unlock
Unlock it.
You can't unlock it. No. Locked in at 89.
He's locked in 89, okay.
Oh, God, for fuck's sake. Okay, 89. Fuck's sake.
So, George, you feel like maybe it's higher than...
I think it's higher. Same thing as like what you've just said. I've never met a single person that hasn't enjoyed it. Everybody was super pumped for it. The idea of Tarantino doing like a war film, everybody was like, great. The bit where they shoot Hitler in the face is so unexpected.
I had that scene
so
in my
fantastic.
head.
It's such a good
the quick
point.
1-2 second cut of just the bullets going to his face is like,
yeah,
it's worth it. It's worth it. It's purely for that.
It's so good. I love it. I love it all. It's such a good film. I would give it a lot higher than this rating, but I'm being tactical again. And so I'm edging somewhat.
Oh.
Edging me, George? God.
That's a lot of information. You think it's Sam the Higher Kid from Dust Till Dawn again?
So I'm going to go for 93.
93, so very, very high. This may cause some issues, but you are both wrong, unfortunately. It's on Metascore, it's rated lower than Death Proof. It's on 69.
What?
What? Fuck, right, we're starting a petition.
69. But
you're joking.
What I will say, though, is that we never normally mention Rotten Tomatoes. Normally they're kind of similar, but Rotten Tomatoes on 89%, which I feel like is definitely a lot more of a better rating. And it's more accurately kind of
It's
reflected.
on 69.
I'm shaking.
Metascore.
I'm shaking with rage right
That's
now.
insanity.
It is insanity. So it's currently lower than Death Proof, Kill Bill Volume 2, Pulp Fiction, and Reservoir Dogs. But let's go straight into some cool stuff.
I feel like we need to change our source now.
We need to address this.
Just change the logo, change the colours, change it all.
Oh my god!
But this was a very, very close kind of close to heart project for Tarantino. It's something that he worked on for nearly 10 years to actually make, which is insane. And I think that just goes to show he clearly had a lot of time to get it right. And I feel like there's not one part of that movie. It's not one part of the film that you kind of question and think, that's not good. Even the weird Mike Myers cameo, which is very strange. It's like an English spy.
But it's really good.
Isn't he Winston Churchill?
He's not Churchill.
He's
like
part of the military intelligence. And
Yeah.
Winston Churchill's just sat in the background.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, with Michael Fassbender. It's Archie Hitchcock, is he? Archie?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically what I feel like he's basically Austin Powers in that scene. And I think the one thing I've learned from that film is if there was ever to be another war and I was trying to be German, I'd know how to say the correct 3 on my hand.
Yeah.
That's the correct
like
way. But Michael Fassbender goes with the middle 3 fingers, which is how they deduce that he is not really German.
Ian, I've got 3 fingers for George right now.
That's the amount of points I'm going to deduct from you in a moment, Owen. If you
I would just say for the listeners, because again, this is an audio podcast. That was 2 fingers on one hand, you can guess, and then 1 on the other, you can guess.
I would say that Michael Fassbender scene is one of my favourite scenes in the whole movie, barring the opening scene. What would you say is your favourite or most memorable scene from Inglourious Basterds?
Well, I already said Hitler getting shot in the face, but I really, it's a bit maybe a toss up between even just the opening, the farmhouse, kind of the introduction of Christoph Waltz's character, incredible, or kind of like, I guess you'd call it like Shoshana's revenge when she's on the big screen and it's all burning down. Like all of that ending is just so good. Yeah. I mean, probably the theatre, because it is just it's fantastic. But I really like the underground bar scene, like the tension in that, when that guy who's just had a kid, like just absolutely guns down everybody. So good.
That cinema scene though it's so claustrophobic because you know that there's other people at play that are kind of, shutting up the doors, they're locking everyone in. So you know that everyone's kind of stuck in, and you've got all of the characters from the film in one location, not really kind of expecting it. It kind of all slowly kind of happens, and the aftermath of that is just insane.
And I think that's so... Is it Eli Roth's character is the one that shoots Hitler in the face?
Berger.
Like, that whole...
Berger, yeah.
Yeah. So that whole thing of kind of just, well, it's all gone tits up, just... shoot Hitler in the face is like the best thing. Like, it's a suicide mission, but at least we're going to shoot Hitler in the face is the best. It's the best one. Owen, what do you think?
Oh yeah, go on, Owen. So I've completely missed you out.
I like 2 scenes. I like the Gulami scene. Gulami, when he asks him about where they're from.
Gulami.
And Thunder. And I like the scene where he shoots Herman at the end, and he's like, Judovich, scalp Herman, and then he pins down Hans Lander, and he's like, I bet when you get home you're going to take that uniform off, and he says, I'm going to give you something you can't take off for the rest of your pecker sucking life, and he scalps him.
Yeah, just quick cut to putting the Nazi emblem on his forehead. It's so good.
Brad Pitt is awesome in that film. I mean, the accent is terrible, but it just works so well.
I really like the bit in the cinema scene where the screen itself is finally burnt down, but the projector's still playing, and the image of her laughing is on like the flames or the smoke. So a really haunting, eerie part of it, which kind of makes it feel a bit more real about what's kind of happening. But then you see the madness of Hitler being shot in the face with a machine gun, which kind of balances it all out in the end. So, just to recap, you were both incorrect, unfortunately, with that one, which I think we can all agree that is definitely wrong. So, the leader is still Owen with a 1 point in front of George with 8-7. So, next one on the list is his first venture into the Western genre with Django Unchained. So is that higher or lower than Inglourious Basterds on 69, Owen?
Higher.
Straight away.
I've got a story about Django Unchained. I watched Django Unchained at the cinema, and somebody stood up at the end and clapped. I've never seen that before. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Yeah.
Really?
I nearly joined in, but I thought it was inappropriate.
If you're in America, maybe. But I've been to quite a lot of film festivals and film screeners, and people clap at those, or they choose not to. It's definitely not a general public thing. It's definitely reserved for certain times, I think.
Yeah, Django Unchained.
Yeah,
Django Unchained, what a film. Great film. Great audience when I saw it. At least they waited for it to be over when the credits rolled to clap and enjoy it. Show their appreciation to a literal screen. Like, you're clapping at a screen, aren't you, really? It's not like Cannes Film Festival where all the directors and the actors are in the room with you. But yeah, okay, Django. I'm going to go Django Unchained. Great film. Christoph Waltz is absolutely brilliant in it. 81%.
Still going for the percent.
Yeah, still
That's
going
so
for the
bad.
percent.
Yeah,
You're going with the 81. Okay,
81.
George, I'm guessing you have watched Django Unchained.
I have many times.
Thoughts on it?
Really great film. Love it. I don't know what it is, but I was kind of going into it thinking I would never buy Christoph Waltz as a good person. Because he's just a very villainous.
He's like one of the worst person, like in his previous film.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Like the nicest person.
Yeah. But no, I really liked it. I think it's really interesting watching kind of Jamie Foxx doing the interviews with various people talking about Tarantino's directing style and how angry he would get with him for being too cool. At the start.
I've seen this interview. Is it when he's on like Howard Stern?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, like he was too cool to start with. It's like you're not cool right now, and it's an interesting insight into like the way Tarantino directs, which I don't think comes as a shock to anybody.
Because didn't Tarantino basically say he was like, "What are you doing?" It was like you're a fucking slave. You're not cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't read. You can't write. You're not cool. And I was like, okay, that's fair. That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it probably does. It works for the film, doesn't it? Like you have to have some growth in character, because at the end he is incredibly cool.
I'll tell you who really owned his role in that film and really got into his character. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, he really seemed to enjoy saying certain things in that film. Some of the dialogue he said it with such viciousness.
Well, I'll give you a quick trivia on this actually because
can I give you the trivia before you give it?
Oh, Ian's going to be out triviaed. This is the first.
I guarantee you are about to say that during the Candyland scene, he actually cuts his hand for real.
Well, that was something I was going to bring up, but I feel like people did know that. But what I was about to say is kind of...
fine, fuck you.
Kind of like going more on what kind of Owen was saying about what the kind of things that DiCaprio's character was saying, is that there was one bit where he said he had to stop because DiCaprio was saying he was having a difficult time with using so many racial slurs, and Samuel Jackson basically just pulled him aside and said, "Motherfucker, this is just another Tuesday for us." So he was just like, basically, I don't care. I've heard it all the time. Just say it. It's a film. Just get on with it, kind of thing. So I think that must be quite nice for Leo. George, what's your rating for Django? Do you think it's higher or lower than 69 for Inglourious Bastards?
I think it's definitely higher. I mean, Inglourious Bastards should be much higher. I think it's higher. I'm going to go slightly higher than Owen, I think. And I'm going to go up to 83.
83. Okay, well, I am pleased to announce that someone has got it spot on.
Oh my God, please be me.
Key stage. So you're both right with it being higher. Owen Cox, you are the one who got it spot on.
Oh my God.
So you got the 3 points.
No.
So going into the last 2 films of the game, Owen is on 11, George is on 8.
Oh, George, so how do you feel?
3 points has been massive. Yeah, let's get some quick thoughts from George. How do you feel in this moment?
Oh, I genuinely thought when you're like someone's spot on, I was like, yeah, fucking crush that. That was great. Oh, God.
George is on the verge of tears.
The last time I was this disappointed was when I first saw Ian with his top off.
I thought you better say when I wanted Owen to come onto the podcast as the other co-host. But we all know you're just lying there, George. You loved it when my top was on. But anyway, that's for another podcast. Let's move on to the penultimate film of the round, The Hateful Eight. So another kind of Western-y type movie. So, Owen, you get to go first. Hateful Eight, is that higher or lower than Django Unchained on 81?
It is higher than Django Unchained. And The Hateful Eight is an absolutely magnificent, marvellous film. I'm trying to think of other synonyms every time I describe how good a film is. This film
You said
is...
stupendous already.
Have I said stupendous already? Yeah, I had
Yeah,
stupendous.
you have, yeah.
Multiple times.
Okay, well, this film is... ooh, my vocabulary doesn't extend very far. This film is wicked.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Is it Walter Goggins who plays the mayor?
Mm.
Or is he the deputy, soon to be deputy?
He's soon to be deputy.
Oh,
yeah.
Walter Goggins is brilliant in this film, isn't he? He's so good in it.
I think he gets forgotten a little bit because he's surrounded by so many people.
Yeah.
You've got, weirdly, I always forget Channing Tatum
Oh yeah.
is in this. He's actually really good in it. Obviously Samuel Jackson, Bruce Dern, and for his age as well, still really, really good. But he's basically sitting in an armchair the whole film, which he kind of gets away with a little bit. But he's very, very good also. And I love Tim Roth as well. Tim Roth is always great, and it's good to see him back in a Tarantino movie as well in this. But you seem to rate this very, very highly, Owen. Would you say this is one of your favourite Tarantino movies?
Yeah, it probably is. It's it would go Inglourious Bastards, and then maybe The Hateful Eight after that, and then maybe Reservoir Dogs. I know that sounds weird to say, but I do love Pulp Fiction. But they're all really good films. So it's more about personal preference, isn't it? You can have like your favourite, but you still recognise that the others are as good as that film. But I just really like bottle episodes of TV shows, and I like bottle films. I like scenes, and well, not particularly scenes, but films and episodes that are all filmed in one room and on one set. So I really like this film, and I love the scene with is it Mexican Bob, where Samuel L. Jackson puts him up against the wall, and he goes, "Can you prove it, cabron?" When he confronts them.
Damien Bashir's character, he is again kind of like an unsung hero in that, a bit like Channing Tatum, where he's not the main person, but in any scene he's in, he kind of does see it a little bit. I
would like to raise a point that I think Owen is on his phone, and I think he's googling.
No. I was Googling the name of the character on YouTube. I put in, "Can you prove it, cabron?" to remember his name.
Okay.
Because me and Ziggy say it to each other all the time. The thing is, when I saw the casting for this film, I was watching it the whole time thinking, so where's Channing Tatum going to come into it? Like, I wasn't sure if he was a character that I'd already seen. And of course, he's under the floorboards the whole film. Spoilers. Yeah. But yeah, Hateful Eight is a good film. I've kind of gone off subject again with my favourite part of the film, with "Can you prove it, cabron?" I'm going high with Hateful Eight because I think this is a bit of a critics' film. I think critics would have really enjoyed it for the fact that it is a bottle film, and to be such a good film and all shot on one set and in one room would elevate it in critics' eyes. I'm going to say George is nodding along. His mind's working. He's trying to figure out what he's going to go. I'm going to go 85 and not
85.
percent this time. Just 85. No percent.
Okay. So 85, again, another key moment here for you, George. Your general feelings on the Hateful Eight, you've not said too much about it. Do you...
I couldn't get a word in edgeways. I really like it. I did the same thing. I watched it going, have we seen Channing Tatum? Was he in heavy prosthetics and makeup? And I just didn't notice. I don't think that critics would have liked it as much, though.
I think you're wrong.
What gives me that impression?
I think you're wrong, George.
In my head, there's just something going, oh no, it's lower.
I think you should go higher, personally.
What's the point difference? Is it 3 points in it?
The difference between you boys is the 3 points. So if you were to get a spot on and Owen was wrong, it would be equal going into the last round. But either way, if you got the closest and Owen was wrong, only 1 point in it. So it's very, very close. Key moment in the game right now.
Yeah. What was Django?
Django was
81.
81. Yeah.
Because this bastard was spot on. Right. I think Owen is currently opening some dog treats and is eating one of them. Listeners. Wagtastic bones. He's scoffing it right down. Disgusting. Dirty boy. I think... Oh, God, you bastard, man. I thought you were going to push it really high. I was like nodding to try and make you be like up into the 90s. I'm going to go lower. Fuck it.
Let's go.
I think you're wrong. I think you should go higher.
I'm going...
I think you should
I
reconsider.
think you should suck a nut, mate. I'm going to say that it is lower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it's 80.
Oh, so just
lower.
Just lower. Okay.
Because I'm still pissing my pants.
Okie dokie. So, Owen, you are incorrect with it being higher.
Yes!
George is right with it being lower. You are the closest, but quite a way off. It's rated 68.
Oh, what are these?
so
What's
not
wrong
as
with
high
these
as you
critics,
guys
Ian?
thought. I know.
See, I can see that.
I
It is a little boring.
Boring?
not
It's
as good as
brilliant.
It's not as good as Django, I would say. I would say that it definitely it's a slow build of the Hateful Eight. Once you get past that first half of the building of the the premise, the story, the characters, and that tension. Once that tension kind of breaks halfway through, it just like ups the ante. And I was really, really fortunate to see this in Leicester Square in London at a 70mm special presentation, like the Roadshow version of it, which was a really rare showing of it in the world, actually. And they had an intermission for this. And basically, at the point where Bruce Dern's character is killed, and when it all starts to kick off, that's when the intermission kicks in. And we were just like, wow, okay. Like, it's gone from... almost like, it's basically watching a 2-part TV show. You watch that one episode, you think, oh, is it going to go anywhere? Has an insane end, and it leaves you on like tenterhooks going to the next part. And I was so kind of pumped up to see the second half. And that was an incredible experience to see it that way. But there we go. It's going to a very, very juicy ending, though.
Bad Times at El Royale, I think, possibly does a better job than The Hateful Eight of setting up this kind of like story with all these characters intermingling and stuff, and you don't really quite know everybody's motives.
I haven't seen it yet. It's one of the films that's been on my watch list for a long time. Haven't got round to it. I heard a few people say it's a bit naff, so I was like, oh. Oh,
I really liked it. I think it's basically it's like The Hateful Eight, but like faster paced.
Ian,
less.
Owen's face is just like
it's not as good as The Hateful Eight. It's not as good, but it's like a easier version. Right. It's like
Owen's
like
gonna vom. He's gonna vom.
Let's get on with this so I can finish this clown.
So some quick trivia on Hateful Eight, which I didn't actually know. Is I didn't realise that the script was actually leaked online before he even kind of cast the film. It got leaked, put out there. He was really upset, didn't want to make the movie, and then did a reading of the script in LA and kind of put together some people, and they all absolutely loved it. It was Samuel Jackson in the end who persuaded him to actually make it. Because of that, Tarantino accepted, and we had the Hateful Eight. So, in a sense, we have Samuel Jackson to thank for the Hateful Eight actually existing, which is quite interesting.
Same thing for Snakes on a Plane. Like you have to thank Samuel L. Jackson for Snakes on a Plane existing.
I mean, it's a very bad movie, but if that's what you're into.
No, it's definitely
George.
on a par with Hateful Eight. It's definitely up there with they're evenly matched. When you say so, Owen, maybe Snakes on a Plane slightly
I feel like
better.
I'm actually kind of rooting for Owen for this last film now. You know? But also another truth before we go into the last one. Again, that's not one I kind of really realised, but this is their 6th collaboration. Samuel Jackson and Tarantino, and this is the first film, or the first time that he received top billing in a film, in a Tarantino movie. So a lot of a bigger role in this one. So let's go into the last one, which you probably will know what the last film is, which is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, his most recent film from 2019. Owen is still leading just by the 1 point, so you get to go first. Do you think that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is higher or lower than Hateful Eight on 68?
Yawn. What a yawn fest this film was. And the bloody feet scene on the dashboard. It's, what a load of I'm glad it's supposedly his last feature film, because what a load of shit. I'm kind of...
I think there's one more, I think.
He's doing a novel, isn't he? Is he not doing a novel?
He wants to do novels, stage plays, and stuff like that, yeah. But I think he's still got one more feature film left, I believe. Which I think...
I thought he's doing a Star Trek film.
That's fallen through.
Oh,
yeah, but it looks like it could potentially be Kill Bill Volume 3. I still don't know what it could be yet. He's still just enjoying his podcast. Have I mentioned his podcast, Quentin Tarantino's podcast?
I'm not sure you have.
Listen to it. Would love to be on. No, yeah, first time. Owen Cox. So you think it's a bit of a yawn fest. So do you think it's still higher than Hateful Eight on 68, or do you think it's lower than that?
I say a yawn fest. I did really enjoy the flamethrower scene at the end.
Who didn't enjoy that scene?
That was pretty awesome. There's a lot of riding on this answer. I don't know whether your mates at the Critics Guild Ian would be creaming over this. Because I know what the critics are like. They seem to love.
I've got them on speed dial. If they don't like it, I'll get them on. I'll get them on quickly.
They seem to hate what I love and love what I hate. George looks like he's ready to start pacing around the room.
I'm this close. I'm about to get.
I was kind of hoping George would be first this round. I feel like I'm just. Oh,
heavy is the head that wears the crown.
You're on the lead. Yeah,
I feel like it's going to be mid to late 70s, but then again, those bastards who critique these films in their infinite wisdom, I feel like they'd probably have it like late 80s. I feel like I just have to go for it. 77. No. 77.
Final answer.
Hopefully George's answer is quick because I can't take the tension.
So 77. So George, this is a big moment for you. You can still close the gap and even win at this point. If you do get it spot on.
Yeah, I watched this earlier this year.
For first time, or?
For the first time, yeah. Because I'd only heard bad things. I don't know whether that was critics saying it was bad or just everybody that I know saying it was boring. But I actually was quite pleasantly surprised because I had such low expectations going into it. I had nothing to do all day, so I just whacked it on and just enjoyed it. I think Owen's gone too high. I think it's still higher.
Owen has his head in his hands.
What was Hateful Eight?
Hateful Eight was 68.
68. Is it higher? If I go higher and I'm closer, we draw. If I get it spot on, I win.
Yeah.
If it's lower, then I definitely draw.
If it was to be lower,
if it's lower, I might win.
Yeah, you could win if it was to be lower. Yeah, because Owen would be wrong in that scenario.
Yeah, fuck it. It's lower.
You're going lower. Okay. What number are you going with?
I'm gonna say it's lower, and I'm gonna go. Oh God, this doesn't feel good though. Personally, and I want everybody to know this. Personally, I don't think it is lower, but to win the game, it's 67.
67. Okay, I've got my winner on the screen. I've got the final points. I can say that George absolutely bottled it at the end.
No,
Owen Cox is the winner of the Quentin Tarantino round with a final score of 13 to George with 10. So Owen Cox, you are the current champion.
Wait, so what was the score?
The score itself was 83. So a lot
Wow.
higher than what you guys thought.
83. That is really high for a boring
It was really
film.
well received critically. I remember seeing this in the cinema for the first time, and I was so disappointed at the time. I walked out and I was just like, that was so boring. I didn't get it. And then I waited about 2 years, watched it again, and really liked it. Not my favourite Tarantino movie, but I appreciate it a lot more in a second viewing. But
fucking bomb.
Owen, initial thoughts on winning your second podcast. You're now joint on all-time wins with 2 with George now. You were 2-0 down overall. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm getting bored. I'm getting killed by success. I just feel a bit bored by it now. I feel like maybe I should throw the next episode just to give George.
You're basically doing Jose Mourinho's third season syndrome, aren't you?
Yeah.
You get to the first season and think, actually, I'm going to get sacked this year. And not with
Yay, more football
Yay.
talk. I do think this is definitely the most exciting and nail biting.
It's been our closest one so far.
It was so nice.
Good, so.
I had to do it twice.
Boo you. I think because we had a couple of we were tied at different points, and I went first because I'm technically the reigning champion, but now we are tied for reigning champion. I do think that we need to share out the whoever goes first, because realistically I reckon Owen got a bit lucky with some guesses there.
Some more grapes, if you ask me.
We need to make it harder.
He's getting he's getting a little bit bitey here, ready for the next episode. We haven't even scheduled in yet,
Exactly.
so he's getting them in.
No, yeah, put the stipulations in. I'm like The Rock. I can't lose a fight, otherwise I walk.
Well, Owen, you get to give us your recommendation as you won this round. So, what is your recommendation to the people for us to watch?
My recommendation. I'm sorry. I'm just so hyped of that victory, and I'm just enjoying looking at George's screen with his head in his hands, and just. I'm no longer being edged.
You've been through a roller coaster of emotions, that's for sure. You're now crashing from your success.
It's like a surreal feeling. I don't even know. I'm happy, but it almost just feels like it doesn't feel real. It feels like I should wake up from a dream any moment now. My recommendation is probably something everyone's already seen, but something I really enjoyed. House of the Dragon. Have either of you watched it yet?
So the Game of Thrones spin-off show.
It's better than Game of
People
Thrones.
don't know what House of Dragon. Oh, interesting.
I say it's better than Game of Thrones. It's on par with the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, which are the best seasons of Game of Thrones. It's on par with those seasons.
This is why Owen shouldn't win, because he comes to a film podcast with a recommendation that's not a film.
I could recommend a
For the
film.
second time
I
in a
could
row.
recommend a film if you want me to.
A film would be great as well. I'll give you that bonus.
Okay. You should watch Reign of Fire, starring Gerard Butler, Christian Bale, and Matthew McConaughey. It's a early 2000s action flick about post-apocalyptic London after it's been taken over by dragons, and that is the synopsis you'll get from me. You'll have to watch it to see the rest unfold. It's quite good. I enjoyed it a lot as a child. I've done a lot of talking in this episode.
That from
Yeah, same, and the game.
I haven't seen it. So it has been on my list for a very, very long time.
I told you to watch it years ago, and you promised me you would. So now you have to.
I don't listen to you.
No, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
No, I'm the host. I do what I want. I don't listen to your recommendations. I'm like silly fools. I don't do what you say. I'm just here listening, just make you feel like sound good.
You just enjoy watching George lose at this point, don't you?
It's quite satisfying, I have to say. I am enjoying it. But thanks for your recommendation, Owen. That's another episode wrapped up from The Rating Is Right. So, Owen, congratulations on your win. We hope to hear from you all soon. And take care. See you later.
Bye now.
Bye.
It's the rating. It's the rating. It's the rating.
The Rating is Right podcast is hosted by Ian Crowe and co-hosted by George Robinson and Owen Cox. The show is edited by George Robinson. You can find the podcast on Instagram under the handle The Rating is Right, or you can contact the hosts on their email address, theratingisright@gmail.com, if you have any suggestions or want to discuss your thoughts from previous episodes. Thanks for listening.